It was known as a dangerous high-crime area, as less than a decade ago, Danville had Virginia's highest homicide rate per capita.
It's taken years and a lot of work to turn things around. Tonight, 10 News investigates their story of success.
Yeah, anchor Jenna Zipton is working for you to break down the solutions they found that could work for other cities battling gun violence.
I remember waking up to a homicide just about every day. The streets were not safe.
A convenience store owner shot and killed. A shootout at Buffalo Wild Wings. Police officers and delivery drivers shot at. From 2016 to 2018, Danville was violent and deadly, with 800 reports of things like homicide, rape, robbery, and aggravated assault.
A gang war, it kind of broke out here, something that the police department community had never seen. Between two different groups, it led to a major investigation, probably one of the largest the police department's undertaken.
Danville Police Captain Steve Richardson was a lieutenant with criminal investigations.
During that time, there was a set calling themselves the Danville Police Department Killers, DPDK, over on the south side of town, and they were associated with a national blood set.
So the Danville Police Department Killers were shooting at police cars?
Yes, we actually had 2 incidents of police cars shot in 2016, one with an officer in the car and one during a traffic stop with an officer outside of the car. Things that we hadn't seen here.
At one point, Danville had Virginia's highest homicide rate per capita, and that's when they needed to call other people in, like the FBI and other agencies.
The United States Attorney's Office, the Western District, some of their prosecutors and leadership there were here with us almost daily from the end of 2017 as we moved into 2018 and those investigations unfolded.
You also had a community that was gripped by fear of that crime.
That's what Chief Scott Booth walked into in his first day on the job in 2018. Soon after, he did the first community walk at Cardinal Village, something that's become a staple of the Danville policing model.
A number of young men had lost their lives over there, and there was also an inherent mistrust of the police, and also from the police officer side, they really felt that the folks that lived there did not like them, that did not want anything to do with the police.
They knocked on doors and had conversations. 2 hours later,
I could tell the officers really felt better. They were like, hey, not everybody hates us over here. The community was like, hey, not all police are bad. And that was really foundational for us.
That's going to teach you listening, and it's also going to let you get to know who we are.
They've added to what they do in the community, holding events for kids like this summer camp. Mayor Alonzo Jones says positive events like this make a difference.
It's not all about stop and frisk and arrest people, but it's building a relationship.
Chief Booth also stresses focus and accountability. The city's divided into 4 parts, and they talk about those sections weekly.
I want it to be very conversational. It's not adversarial. We're going to talk about any unsolved crimes that are out there. We're going to talk about what we're doing to solve those crimes. We're going to talk about our clearance rates on those crimes.
Those rates have skyrocketed. Since 2018, there have been 29 homicides. 26 are cleared by arrest. Clearance rates on other crimes are higher than all the national averages. Violent crime and burglary have dropped by about 50% over the last 3 years.
We get better every day, and I don't think there's a limit to where we can go.
What you're doing here, is this something that can translate to any community across the country?
Well, every community has different challenges and different opportunities, right? I think the basic template would work. Any type of focus and accountability system that you use in policing will work.
What's the one thing that a community member has said to you that stands out the most?
Well, they're not afraid to go outside anymore.
There are other things they point to that are working too. I detail those next week in our Solutionary series. This month, we're tackling safety in our communities. There are many ways you can watch this and hours of other solutions-based stories. Jenna Zipton, 10 News, working for you.